Okay, so right now I'm just gonna do the small warm-up that I would do like when I get in my car and I start my drive wherever I'm going, if I'm going to the gig. Usually, I'm driving somewhere, or if I gotta fly somewhere, I gotta leave early, so I'll have my first little warm-up in the car. So it's simple. I just take my phone, and I'm just gonna do pieces of them, but it'll give you the idea. The warm-up that I was telling you that sounds funny is basically just to get the breath going. Some people use lip bubbles. For me, never really felt too much breath doing those. So I do, I'll take like a low C, and I'll do that. It's like a trumpet. Not, but if you do that, go ahead and try it. Put your hand on your, right about here, okay? On your stomach, okay? So I take a breath, and then that goes out. Just naturally. I'm not trying to force it out. So that with a tone, and I'll feel my back, my lower back, there's on each side above my love handles, I'll feel it expands, right? And I feel that pressure. I know that it's working. So I kind of want to wake that up. For me, this is what I do. Who knows if it works or not? I mean, it works for me. So it's something that I like to do. So then it's just a 5-tone scale. Ooh, that wasn't it. Ba 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 ba. And I'll go lower, and I'll go. Just like that. Breathe low. Not straining. That was up to an F sharp 4, and that's pretty much where I take it maybe a little higher. Depends. I don't actually test it to see how high I'm going. I just do it to where I go, oh, that one felt kind of strained. It didn't come out right. I'd go back down the scale and just leave it at that. Then once I get that warmed up, I'll do another piece of something I do, and I'll go. Me, 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 me. And the reason I do the me, I do the tongue thing because it shows that there's a lot of effort to do that with the diaphragm. And then I do the lip trill because I just do it to free it up and keep a nice breath flow going. And I put the me in the same place. And I use E vowel a lot because I figured when I went to the laryngologist and he stuck out my tongue and grabbed it with the gauze, if any of you guys have had that done, they go stick out your tongue, they grab it with gauze, they pull it out, and they make you say E in all different pitches. E, 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 E. He'll tell you lower, higher, but it's always E. And I asked him why, and they told me, well, that's because that shows the vocal cords approximating the best. That vowel brings them the closest and the best that they can be brought together. And so I said, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Well, then that's what I like. I want nice, pure vocal function. I want to really make sure the chords are doing their job right. So I do a lot of my scales on E, and then I open them up to different vowels. So then I'll do that. So then, and then I might take a 4-tone scale and go. I might say me, 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 or the. And again, that was an F. I might just take it to an F sharp, a G. Not going to go too high at first. Then I might work my whole range, and I might do something like the long scale, like all the way up to a woman's height. I might take it all the way up as high as I can go, as long as I'm not killing myself. And I'll do that, and that's kind of just a stretch. It's just a stretch. The other ones are just to get the chords to do their job the right way. This is to kind of stretch the range out. I might do something like he to stretch the range out. He, any vowel. But I might do it on he's, then I might do it on oohs. Oohs are good. Ooh. Head of your vowel is going to help you go up in your head voice easier. So I might wake that up. Wake up my head voice. After that, I might just take, might do something like, I might say like, I might say, and I might take that all the way up and down, no higher again than an F sharp or a G, anywhere or wherever it's comfortable. Like I said, I'm not testing it. I usually just get my first middle C pitch, or low C, excuse me. And I might take it on I believe warming up the lower part of your range, for me, again, this is for me, helps me a lot with my upper range later on in the day. So I don't mess too much with head voice stuff in the morning. You know, I usually just do lower stuff. And again, I might take that up to maybe like a, you know, I might say, oh, and I start everything with a glottal attack, but not a brutal one. A coup de glotte, whatever you want to call it. Very nice. O, E, E. Because again, that's what the chords want to do. They don't want to go he. If I'm working with someone that's squeezing themselves to death, then maybe I'll work with an H to get them to release a little bit more. But for me, I'm just warming up my voice. I want everything to be natural and nice. So that's my first warm-up. That's pretty much what I do. Maybe a few other things here and there if I'm thinking that day, but I'll pretty much use very basic exercises to start my first warm-up. Later on, I'll come back and do a harder warm-up, like what I would do right before I hit the stage kind of a thing. And then I'm going to try on my gig on Monday to take the camcorder, maybe have someone film sound check if I can. I'll do that, and maybe a warm down after. My warm down after is pretty much my warm up. I warm up like I warm down. Same thing. And that's it. So I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks.